Okay, so my therapy session was great. I got to let a lot out and how I'm feeling about my daughter and her poor choices and just overall. And I started feeling a certain way. So sometimes when I get anxiety or I start feeling anxious, my vision is affected in a way where I could still see fine. It's just like this feeling that it gets a little darker because I get anxious and nervous. And mind you, I haven't had like anxiety really for almost 2 years now. I get it and I feel anxious every once in a while, but there's sometimes that it's like uncomfortable, but my heart isn't going like a million miles per hour like it used to. It's just that uncomfortable, unsettling feeling. That's what I'm feeling right now. I know part of anxiety is stomach issues. We know I have stomach issues. And we also know that, so for me right now, I haven't eaten all day. I didn't realize that till I'm trying to make sense as to why I'm feeling like this. So I know I'm gassy and I know I'm bloated, and those are my triggers for whatever reason. I wish I honestly knew, but it has to do with your digestive system, and it has to do with how your digestive system is connected to your brain, and that's how it can trigger it. Like I took the nails off, and that's how it could trigger it, which in turn affects your anxiety. And I keep on having little burps. So because I should know what it is, I shouldn't be so uncomfortable, but I'm uncomfortable. Like I'm doing this right now in the parking lot because I don't want to drive, because I feel like I'm going to overthink the driving and I'm going to freak out. And then you can't help when you have those issues where you just get angry. Right now I'm angry. This is why it's so hard for me to let go of why can't I be normal. You get so fucking tired. So fucking tired of feeling broken. Like there's something fucking wrong with you. And when you stop to do the work and you think about it, it's like there's something wrong with me because fucked up people raised me. Fuck. And you get angry, but then you feel sorry for them because they were fucked up, because who raised them, they were fucked up, and then the cycle just keeps on going, and until someone breaks the cycle, which I know I'm one of them. I know my kids are going to be a little bit better, or hopefully a lot better than I am, and I'm grateful for that. Living your life this way is so fucking exhausting. It makes me so fucking angry. I wish people knew that it's not easy. It is not easy. I wish I could fucking turn off this feeling. I so fucking wish I could turn it off. And you feel broken. You feel like something is so fucking wrong with you. Like, God, there's people out there who have this isn't a stressor for them. They just get to be normal. I just wish I knew what that felt like. And for a while, I'll say on my medication and my hormones aren't going everywhere, I have days where it's nowhere near as bad as it used to be. So I 100% believe in medication. It's just, I hate that this part of me is genetic and trauma, and I didn't ask for it. I did not fucking ask for this. And then people tell you like, okay, but you're an adult now, so don't blame anybody, and take control. That's the thing. When you're anxious and you have anxiety, that's the fear. You don't it's the loss of control. That's what makes you feel the way you feel. It's not having the control. It's not being able to control it that scares the fuck out of you. It's like knowing that you're gonna get into a car accident, and no matter how hard you press on your brakes, it's still gonna come, and you can't control it. Or being in the passenger seat and you can't make the other person do what you know needs to be done to not get into the accident. It's not having control. And when it's your body and your brain and you can't control it, it makes you feel so fucking lost. And I never hear people talk that much about how much anxiety can fucking cripple you and paralyze you. And and the thing is, with all of this, I'm supposed to go home and be a mom. I'm supposed to, well, I want to say wife, but Kevin understands where I'm at now. Like, he definitely has way more empathy for it now than he ever did. But there's still that guilt. Like, maybe today I need to do nothing and just lay down and let my brain watch something on TV and just get distracted. Maybe that's what I need to do today. But how can I do that without feeling fucking guilty that I'm not doing anything else? I fucking hate this. Like, I hate it. I hate it. I fucking hate. I don't know how many other times I could say it. I fucking hate it. I hate anxiety. I hate feeling crippled. I hate feeling paralyzed. I hate not having control. And this is why people who suffer from this try to control everything else in their life and everyone around them if it has to do with them, because the loss of control feels so scary that you rather control everything so you can at least be prepared for the outcome. But like right now, when you have this, I don't know how long it's gonna last. I don't know when it's gonna go away. I don't know how I have to fake and act like it's not there when it is there. And it just literally fucking came out of nowhere. Like, what? And the thing is, anybody watching this, the only people who are gonna understand are the people who go through it. Someone who doesn't struggle with this is just gonna look and be confused. It's just gonna be like, what is wrong? Like, and it's not to say that people aren't gonna have empathy or care, because I do feel that little by little people are starting to understand it more. But you can never 100% understand what it's like to have this unless you have it. And sometimes I wish that there was like a pill that you could give someone just so they could feel it for a moment, and then they could be like, holy fuck. And you're just like, yeah, you want to turn it off and you can't. I had to talk to you guys, and I had to go on because I wanted to try to distract myself. You know what sucks is, I think it's because I was in silence for a while, or I don't know. I don't get this anxious when I'm working. I wonder if that's why I like to work so much. Because by the time it settles down and I'm off of work and I get home, it's like, oh, I felt a little anxious today. Okay, why did you feel anxious today? It's fine. And I'm so tired from working that it's almost like I don't have time with you to fuck with you right now, so go away, you know? And it just hits you different. Well, maybe it's a sign that I need to start working. I just don't want to push myself to be somewhere where I'm not going to be appreciated and I can't be myself, you know? I don't want to fucking be fake. I don't fucking want to be fake. That's the point of everything I'm doing for myself. I just want to be me. I've spent so much of my life trying to please other people and be the person that they wanted me to be, along with still being a little bit of me, that I don't want to do that anymore. I can't stand office politics. I can't stand, like, I lost a job because I was stepping on someone's toes without realizing that I was doing that. Like, I wasn't trying to outshine anybody. And the second that person had an opportunity to let me go, they had no problem doing it. And I mean, yes, it was nice for someone else to call me and tell me, like, that's what it was. They were scared they were going to fire them because you were able to do their job and they pay you way less than that person. It's like, that's a compliment, knowing that I did my job that great. But at the same time, I don't want to be the reason for anybody to get fired. I would never want to be the reason. Like, that's on you. But someone has to blame someone. And for some reason, when it comes to my life, I've been blamed for so much. And I will say, anyone who like has my phone number, know where to find me on social media, whatever, they've been able to find me years later and apologize. And that's great. And I will say it's helped me. Like, I shouldn't care, but it's helped me see that when I tried to question if I was the problem, I wasn't the problem. And it's nice when you hear people say, like, it was me, like, this is the kind of person you were, and this is who you always been, and I was in a bad place. And it's nice to know that they're healing. But you have that moment where it was like, dude, you really fucking hurt me. But when you're healing and you're in a better place mentally, you know that it's a reflection of who they are to themselves, not who you are to them. And that's what I need to learn, and that's what I have to still learn my value and my worth when it comes to friendships and certain relationships. Know that I'm pretty fucking amazing. But no matter how amazing I can be for others, I still struggle with being that amazing for myself. And that's what I have to work on. And I need peace within myself. I know that my anxiety is going to be there for the rest of my life. I've accepted that. Maybe I haven't, to be honest. But when you have this, part of what paralyzes you and cripples you is you sit there feeling sorry for yourself. Like, why? Why do I have to have anxiety? Why do I have to have panic attacks? Why do I have to be on medication? Why do I have to work on knowing my value and my worth? There were adults around me my entire life. And instead of them being the reason why I value myself and love myself, they're the reason why I don't. And it was because they didn't love themselves or value themselves either. So as an adult, I know how to have empathy for them. But I'm still angry. I'm still very angry. And that's the little kid in me that's still hurt and has not healed. And I've accepted that it's not my fault. And I don't need to fix them. And I'm an adult and I need to work on myself. But I get angry. I'm working on myself because you fucked me up. It's a fact. So maybe that was my body's way of telling me that I needed to cry it out. Because right now I feel like a little sense of calmness. So I let it out. And there was something that told me when I was walking in my car, just get in and start doing a story. It's okay if you cry. Who fucking cares if people have an opinion on you crying? Let it out. That's what you need to do. And something told me to post it or to put it on my stories, not just talk to myself or call someone, because there's always somebody else out there who understands you. And if they're not going through what you're going through right now at this moment, when they are, they're going to think of you and they're going to think, hey, what can I do really quick? I know my job and my responsibility isn't to take care of everybody else, but if me talking about my life and what I'm going through when I'm going through it can help anybody, what's the problem? Like, what's wrong with that? If I can help other people in the process, win. So they say that when you cry, your body releases toxins, and maybe that's what I needed to do. So now I'm just a little bitter because I'm hungry. I know I'm hungry and I have to go home, and I don't want to make myself anything to eat. I don't have the money to buy myself anything. Isn't that about a bitch? Oh, the struggle. What the hell am I gonna eat? Damn, I'm hungry. So, the chicken was fine. I seasoned it, and I made a little bit of rice and some green beans. It's actually really good. It took me 45 minutes to do all of it because I had to make enough for both myself and Alec, and it has to be like gluten-free. So I think by crying and I haven't hydrated enough, and I had the chai, which has a little bit of caffeine, I have a headache now, and I kind of just want to go to sleep. But you can't when your kid stays home because he doesn't feel good and his tummy hurts.
Oh, wait, what?